Manchester United's recent surge under Michael Carrick hit its first real obstacle as West Ham held them to a dramatic 1-1 draw in East London. Coming into the match, there was growing belief around Old Trafford that Carrick's side had finally turned a corner. Momentum was building, confidence was rising, and late drama had become something of a theme. But this time, things weren't quite as smooth. It wasn't United's best performance. In fact, had they walked away with nothing after Tomas Soucek's second-half goal, there would have been few complaints. After several emotionally charged days at Old Trafford, United looked slightly flat on the road. West Ham, on the other hand, were excellent. Under Nuno Espirito Santo, the Hammers have developed structure, discipline, and renewed belief. With their summer signings beginning to deliver and performances improving week by week, this was another strong display. Once the disappointment fades, West Ham will likely see this as further proof that Premier League survival is well within reach, especially with other struggling teams below them. The first half offered limited excitement. It was competitive but lacked clear-cut chances. Crescencio Somerville, who had scored 5 goals in 5 games before this match, tested United goalkeeper Sen Lamens with a curling effort from distance. At the other end, Luke Shaw nearly punished his former teammate Aaron Wan-Bissaka, whose goal line clearance kept the scores level. Shaw, who is pushing for an England recall, was sharp for much of the match. But early in the second half, he had a moment he'll want back. When United believed they should have been awarded a throw-in deep in West Ham's half, play continued. A long clearance followed, and Shaw chose to let the ball bounce rather than attack it in the air. Under pressure, his touch fell kindly for Soucek, who quickly fed Jared Bowen out wide. Bowen, forced toward the flank, still had work to do. But Soucek made a clever run into the 6-yard box, and when Bowen's low cross arrived, the Czech midfielder calmly steered it beyond Lamens and into the far corner. The stadium erupted. West Ham had their breakthrough. To their credit, the goal sparked a reaction from United. Casemiro thought he had equalized when he powered in a header from Kobbie Mainoo's cross, but VAR ruled him narrowly offside. United pushed forward, making changes in search of an equaliser. The introduction of Benjamin Sesko for Matheus Cunha would prove decisive. As the game stretched in the closing minutes, both sides had opportunities. West Ham nearly sealed it on the counter through substitutes Callum Wilson and Adama Traoré, but crucial last-ditch tackles kept United alive. At the other end, West Ham's central defenders and goalkeeper Mads Hermansen stood firm, producing an impressive defensive display. When Joshua Zirkzee glanced a header wide in the 94th minute, it seemed West Ham had done enough. But deep into added time, Benjamin Sesko had other ideas. 5 minutes into stoppage time, the striker reacted instinctively, stretching out a boot to convert and rescue a point for United. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't dominant, but it showed resilience. Michael Carrick's momentum train may have hit its first serious bump, but it hasn't derailed. The bandwagon rolls on.